Gene of Owner and Operator just put up to a customer house, and we're doing something big today. So we're gonna go ahead and flip the camera around and show you what we got. All right, folks, we got long enough driveway to be completed today. Driveway. House isn't that dirty. Actually has new siding put on. All this is brand new, but he does want up there done. Focus. He does want up there done. So we're gonna take a walk around and show you what all we got. Bad. Once all that done, once again up top, once that done, all this is to be done. And I've done this house before. All this to be done. Ooh, look up there. All this to be done. All right, so all this to be done. So the house isn't that bad. I recommended to get that painted. He said he's gonna hold off on all that. Brick. But once again, all this is brand new. Gotta get done. Back here to get done. All that to get done. All right, let's get the show on the road. All right, we'll be trying out a new surfactant today. It's local enough. This one came out of the Orlando area. I had one of my guys down there. I said, hey, go ahead and get me new surfactant while you're down there. Kenny Apple Green, clean. We'll see how that goes. Nice and red, so we should be able to see where it's going. So for this one, I did batch mix, but like I said, I bought all the stuff that I need to do a metering valve, and that's next. But let's go ahead and get this thing. Boom. Mine's broke the other day. Went ahead and rebuilt a brand new one. Added a David shooter tip that I've been saying that I'm gonna add for a while. Let's see how this thing works. And no, I'm not walking on the roof. All right, folks, let me show you one thing that I've started doing as of late, only because trial and error. When it comes to the brick, I wet it first, because brick is a porous material, and you don't want it to soak up the SH and just stay in there. There's been a couple times where I downstream or even soft wash and the brick is white afterwards. That's because it soaked up the SH and it kind of dried. No matter how fast I came behind it and rinsed it off, it still kind of dried on it. So what I do first is not rinse, but water. Let it soak up that first. Then I come back through and hit it with the SH. Oh man, this is bad. Look at all that. That is bad. This house is in rough shape. Like I said, this is a quick little rinse, only because this is an older house. It's a repeat customer. I want to make sure I take care of him. So I'm just wetting the brick down. Just one quick walkthrough, wetting the brick. What I'll do is apply my soft wash mix and just go to work. Something stupid that I did last night when I put my David shooter tip in. Ready? I decided to put it in the middle. Why? I don't know. Watch, see what happens. I don't know why I decided to do this, but it's in the middle. It's doing nothing but getting in the way. Watch this. Look at that. Oh, now I could either twist that one on, or I can either twist that one and make it go the other way, or just move my shooter tip to the other side. Man, oh man. So this house is not really dirty at all when it comes to the siding. The reason why, this is brand new siding. But he didn't want the soffit stuck. So he was like, try your best not to get any chemical. But he didn't want the soffit stuck. So what I decided to do was put my rinse tip on my gun and just really rinse it. There's a lot of cobwebs, but there's not any organic growth on there. So I don't want to mess up this siding and say, oh, I got it oxidized. So literally I'm just rinsing folks, rinsing, knocking down all the cobwebs and all that good stuff. It's getting darker, nighttime is upon us, and I still got the full length to go. But guess what happened? Damn, and I gotta repair it. So I'm gonna talk to you while I repair this. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long, but made a video about this. What can go wrong will go wrong. Just made a video about it. That's the funny thing. What can go wrong will go wrong. So I'm over here now, feeding this back into that. This is a prime example of whenever you're done or you take a quick break, make sure you relieve the pressure off your, out of the line. That's exactly what happened here. Guarantee you had too much pressure. I went to pull it. I'm a little too strong. Guess I don't know my own strength sometimes. Trying to get back in business now. Trying to get back in business. Okay. Let's see how this works now. Pressure washing must have. Ball vibe. All right, guys, day two. Only reason why I had to be a day two is because it rained yesterday. So I had to stop. Now I'm back. So this is what it looks like so far. All down here looks much better than what it did from before. Like I said, I wet the entire brick. Then I came through and pretty much soft washed just the bottom half. The top wasn't bad at all. Pressure wash, it got a couple cobwebs out, but the bottom was almost stained. And we know how that goes. It was almost stained from all the water dripping, bouncing, staying there and not drying all the way. So about the bottom 1.5 feet was dirty everywhere. So I went ahead and treated that real well with about a 3% mix and got that going. So the driveway is not in the best of shape, but look, that's clean, that's not cleaned. Man, that's dirty. Once again, clean, not clean, not clean. But let's take a look at the entire house so far. One of the benefits of having a 4-in-4 machine, 4 gallon per minute, 4,000 PSI, is this house is on well water. And I have 4 gallons a minute, which means it wasn't too little for it. It was actually pretty good, or too much for it. It was actually pretty good to not hurt my pump or anything. So everything looks good. Take the time out and rinse your equipment. Take the time and rinse your equipment. This is why your bar doesn't spin as fast sometimes. Junk be in there.